I hope you had a great night. It is week 7 of Hoosier Hoop Hysteria. We're coming to you from Southport High School. They just wrapped up a really cool ceremony, which we're going to show you here in a second. Another cool one at Lawrence North as they honored Jack Kiefer. Oh yeah, we've got highlights and all that stuff as well. So anyway, stick around. Here it is, week 7. Hoosier Hoop Hysteria starts!
From RTV 6 Sports and HTSN, this is Hoosier Hoop Hysteria.
Good evening. Welcome to week number 7 of Hoosier Hoop Hysteria. And where has the time gone this season? The girls' state tourney starts next week. There's only a month left of the regular season for the boys. Bottom line, things are getting good right now, and that includes second-ranked North Central, Brad Brown, back from the east side with all that and more. Hi, Brad.
Dave, good evening. The North Central Panthers cruised to an 11-0 start, scoring more than 80 points per game, but they got rolled by Southport in the county tourney, and some wondered if NC was the real deal. Well, a showdown against Lawrence Central comes up on Thursday for the MIC lead. Tonight, the Panthers went to Warren Central. Doug Mitchell's team likes to put up a lot of shots, and they did that early. Delvon Hunt hits for 3 at the top. North Central was up by 3. Warren stayed with them, though, early on. Max Smith on the dribble, pull up, hit it 16 feet. Then the Warriors getting out on the run, giving the Panthers a little of their own medicine. Nice pass ahead. Bishop Smith and Warren had a 1-point lead, but NC strong all over the place inside, especially Emmanuel Little gets the inbound, bounces, works his way in. North Central wins it 73-59. By the way, that game against LC Thursday at the State Fairgrounds Coliseum. If you can go, go. It'll be a good one. Well, special ceremony at Lawrence North tonight. LN naming its gymnasium after legendary coach Jack Kiefer. His 40th season leading the Wildcats, 4 state championships, 17 sectional titles. He's 4th all-time in the state for career coaching victories. Had more than 40 former players on hand tonight. Mayor Hogsett was there to proclaim Friday as Jack Kiefer Day. And the coach was also given the state's prestigious Sagamore of the Wabash Award. Kiefer's career started at Oak Hill High School. After 4 years there, he took the job as the first coach at the then new Lawrence North High School. He talked to us tonight about his early days at LN.
But I had a great program at Oak Hill, but I made that, I bit the bullet, and I came down here and I couldn't find a player in the hallways. I mean, we split LC, but they kept all the players. They didn't send any players to me. I mean, I thought, oh my gosh, have I made a mistake? But within the second year, we were 22-2 and on our way. So we really have built it and kept building it, and we just had some great kids.
Built into one of the state's best. As for the game, Kiefer's Cats hosting Center Grove, still coaching as strong as he has for 4 decades. We got there late, LN up a dozen, knocking down their free throws down the stretch. Ethan Jarrett takes care of one here. Center Grove able to get it down to an 8-point margin. Trevor Harrell the steal to flip Bryce Brown for the easy score. By the way, CG coach Zach Hahn does not have 40 years of experience. More free throws for LN. They hit 10 of 11 down the stretch as the Wildcats take it 67-60. Win number 675 for Kiefer at LN. Snaps a 3-game losing streak as the Wildcats improved to 12-5. By the way, Kiefer's had 13 Indiana All-Stars in his 40 years. Greg Oden and Mike Conley sent video messages that played before tonight's ceremony. 44 seasons total on the bench, 3rd among active coaches. LN will put in the new floor with Kiefer's name on it after this season. Looking forward to seeing that, Dave.
Every day is Jack Kiefer Day. Who's kidding who? Brad, thanks a lot. Kiefer honored at LN, while at Southport, they honored their All-Stars tonight, but not just 1, 2, 3. They honored all 12 of them. The ones that were able to make it back were back at the historic Southport Fieldhouse. Place made so popular thanks to these men and women. Jim Krevax was there, great player from the 70s, as was the newly minted Hall of Famer Louis Dampier. Well, one of the great shooters in the history of the game. Of course, helped the old Kentucky Colonels win the 1975 ABA championship.
Louis, does it ever get old coming back here? And being honored is not bad either, though, right?
No, it's. I wish I'd still lived in Indianapolis so I could come to the Southport games, but every chance I get, they're thanking me for coming back, and I keep telling them thanks for having me because I love Southport.
There's a lot of talent here.
Yes, yeah, and kind of and along the way, those were like our idols as we looked to those guys and tried to emulate what they did, and we would hear all the stories.
It was a lot of fun. To the game itself, Columbus North in town to take on the Cards. Great to see North's Josh Bidell at the game. A standing ovation, given the accident and the recovery that he's been through. Southport on it, though, right from the start. Joey Brunk, the Butler recruit, with 22 tonight. North answers from outside. Off the pick here, Alex King nails the long J as the Bulldogs get on the board, but it's all Southport from there. Blake Evans here with the steal, rips it away. Evans the other way for the lay-in. Start of a big run for the Cards in this game. How about a little full court press? North with the turnover. Eli Walton finishes with the jam. Ball Scruggs had a game-high 24. Southport wins big 75-34. They improved to 10-6. Stay down on the south side. 10-3 Whiteland hosting 10-4 Mooresville. Second half, Warriors in white. The little mini, and I mean mini, alley-oop. Teray Moss to Michael Valier for the lay-in. Close game when we were there. Mooresville forcing the turnover. Casey Earls, watch him use the left hand, draws the foul, hoop and harm. But too much. Whiteland tonight on the home floor. Valier, nice look inside to Aaron Gross, and then nice passing by the Warriors tonight. Another nice look here. Ben Robeson, who'll finish. Whiteland wins 67-61. They're now 11-3. One of the great sports stories of last fall belonged to the Brebeuf girls soccer team, and the Braves were honored tonight as well. Michael Grady has that, plus Brownsburg at Zionsville. Good evening, Michael.
Good evening, Dave. Yes, tonight Brebeuf took a moment to honor one of the best soccer teams ever to assemble in the state of Indiana. Lady Braves finished the regular season with a record of 22-2-1 and knocked off previously undefeated Penn last Halloween to claim its first Class 2A state championship. Tonight, they unveiled the championship banner and were awarded the Army National Guard National Ranking Trophy for being ranked the #1 team in the entire country by Max Preps. How big of a deal is this? Well, Max Preps ranks more than 10,000 high school girls soccer teams. Congratulations to Coach Angela Berry White and the Lady Braves. To the game now. Brebeuf hosting Bishop Chittard, and check out the Brebeuf student section. The game is underway, and they're just sitting there. Chittard came out aggressive earlier. Samuel Guyman knocking down the mid-range J. Still crickets. This isn't the Wisconsin High School Athletic Association. They're allowed to cheer. There's a three by Brebeuf's Mason Groudon. Well, there's one kid standing. Moments later now, an elbow jumper by senior forward Sam Snyder, and they're alive. Go crazy, Brebeuf. The Braves, they outscore the Trojans 27-19 in the second half. They win 47-39. They were rowdy from the get-go at Zionsville High School, where the Eagles hosted Brownsburg this evening. Let's get to second half action now, and it's the Bulldogs making plays on the defensive end. Packard Rosie with the steal, gets it ahead to Zach McCown, who lays it up and in for two. But Sean Busick's Eagles were too tough tonight. In transition, Jordan Cox to Jack Pilcher, who nearly loses it, stays with it though, scores with the kiss off the glass. Zionsville wins 45-34. With the win, the Eagles moved to 3-1 in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Good enough for second place behind Hamilton Southeastern. Dave?
Good crowds tonight. Thanks, Michael. Only a couple undefeated teams remain this season. Tipton is one of them. The Blue Devils 13-0 entering the night, ranked #1 in Class 3A, and tonight a tough matchup at Hamilton Heights. Dave Marin has that, plus Hamilton Southeastern at Noblesville.
Tipton marched in with streak in hand. Hamilton Heights here to smash it. Either way, full house here to see this one. Hamilton Heights off the miss, came in Lutz, rebound, and the reverse lay-in. The Cougars would clean up on the offensive rebounds. Sterling Weatherford here off the miss. He grabs it, puts it back in with the hook. Even with the slow start, Tipton would get it going. Lucas Swan drops it in here for two. The Blue Devils keep that spotlight on them as they keep the undefeated streak alive with a 43-36 win. Over to Noblesville, a storm of threes. First, the Royals. Jack Davidson hits from outside, but the Millers have an answer. Max Flincham from the corner. Later in the fourth, Corby Mertens, the trifecta. Ryan Ogden fakes the three, drives and scores. Noblesville gets the win tonight, 67-52 over Hamilton Southeastern. Dave Marin, Hoosier Hoops Hysteria.
Dave, thanks. We mentioned the girls' tourney at the top of the show. Sectionals get started on Tuesday. Several sites around the area will have highlights of the sectional semis then a week from tonight on a special ladies' night of Hoosier Hoop Hysteria, which it all leads to state finals February 27th in Bankers Life Field. Back after this.